Today I want to show you a simple way how to stretch watercolor paper. If you ever noticed your watercolor paper starts to wave when you add more water and more paint, it's because a tension that is between this wet side of the paper and this dry one. So to prevent that, I stretch my paper in a simple way, with the biggest brush I have, I wet one side and the other, and then I simply tape it to my board. I'm using just a regular masking tape from Builders markets, when you can buy paints, but for painting your walls, not for painting your pictures. And now look how much water this stretched paper can hold. When I paint wet on wet and I want to use a lot of water, this gives me a lot of control on how this paper will looks like when it will dry, because it will flat dry. And here I want to show you a difference. What will happen if you don't stretch your paper? I have the same paper that I used before. It's a 100% cotton paper, and I will tape it before wetting it. I will try to paint exactly the same thing that I painted before. I'm adding water, I'm adding paint, and you will see after they both will be dry, you will see the difference. You may already see that the paper starts waving. And when the paper waves, it changes how the paint dries. There will be more paint in the lower places. Look how the paint is already flowing to the lower places in this wavy piece of paper. So both of those papers are dry, and let's see side-to-side comparison. This is this one that wasn't stretched, you may see how the paint dries, leaving those shapes. That wasn't planned. It's still a little bit wavy, so if I will continue to paint on this paper, it will give me unpredictable results. And to compare, the side that I stretched, the paint is only where I want it to be. There's no weird shapes like over here. The difference would be more seen if I will use darker paint. And if you can see, paper is completely flat. And this not stretched. Can we see? I can't show you that. So I will show you now how this paper is still wavy. Now when it's untaped, you can see how it behaves. It's wavy. And as for this one, after I will finish this illustration, I will untape it and show you how flat stretch paper stays. So now this illustration is finished, and I can untape it and show you the difference between stretch paper and unstretched paper. It's completely flat. And for comparison, the unstretched paper. So now you know.